I am now live. Play some music real quick. But we still riding for you like develop. And like you said, the powers of the people, the politics we address. The power of the people. There ain't no other equal. And when we come together, there ain't no way to beat you. The power of the people. There ain't no other equal. And when we come together, there ain't no way to beat you. The power of the people. There ain't no other equal. And when we come together, there ain't no way to beat you. The power of the people. There ain't no other equal. And when we come together, there ain't no way to beat you. Let's talk about the secrets and keep it from mankind. Illuminati interbreeding through the bloodline. Demonic possession of people at the same time. Erasing history, keeping you on the slave line. And if you expose it, they say you out your damn mind. But it's a conspiracy, really, that's the damn lie. We coming for the pharaoh, up in his palace, sipping his chalice. He's worshiping Osiris' palace. The power of the people. There ain't no other equal. And when we come together, there ain't no way to beat you. The power of the people. There ain't no other equal. And when we come together, there ain't no way to beat you. The power of the people. There ain't no other equal. And when we come together, there ain't no way to beat you. The power of the people. There ain't no other equal. And when we come together, there ain't no way to beat you. I asked the most high, come and take my soul. Then I heard a voice say, look out below. Descending from the heavens was an angel with a scroll. And written on the side, it said, you reap what you sow. He said, go, take the golden scroll, decipher the code. Break it down in a way so that the people will know. Let them know that the secret's hidden within the soul. Sevenfold when we roll on Bohemian Road. He said the stars shine as bright as right before meets death. If that's so, then consider this flow as my last breath. Break free of all the chains, establish a voice. They select, not elect, it's called illusion of choice. It's time to come together if we want true peace. The power is in the people and energy we release. From the north, from the south, from the west to the east. We screaming Illuminati, awesome back at the beast. The power of the people. There ain't no other equal. And when we come together, there ain't no way to beat you. The power of the people. There ain't no other equal. And when we come together, there ain't no way to beat you. The power of the DJ King. There ain't no other equal. And when we come together, there ain't no way to beat you. The power of the people. There ain't no other equal. And when we come together, there ain't no way to beat you. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, like everything that's going on right now is like crazy. But at the same time, I just recently found out that North Korea's satellites have EMP ability, EMP ability. So that adds into something even more insane. I covered that in the last live stream. But as for world stage right now, we got China seriously concerned about North Korea. Well, you border with North Korea. North Korea has nukes. Kim is reckless. Come on now. That's just my view on that. Let's do a mic check. Mic check. Can you hear me? Hey, Greyhawk. Much love. Can you hear me? Awesome. But yeah, China should be uh concerned about North Korea. That's just my opinion. And when we found out that the U.S. carrier, Trump said was sending a armada. So, okay, USS Carl Vinson. Okay, and then he said it was already there, which it turned out to not be true at all. And but at the same time, it has validity because its duration has been extended 30 days to include North Korea. Like it was heading towards Australia, but then apparently going towards North Korea afterwards. So it wasn't really a lie. But at the same time, our aircraft carrier that is in the Philippines and aircraft carrier that is in Japan are now headed to North Korea, which those are a lot closer. Yeah, Trump said a lot of things. Trump said a lot of things, but he is showing his hand by going against everything he said. He's showing his hand. He's showing who he is with. Hands down, it shows exactly who he's with in the world stage with the Illuminati and worshiping the fallen ones, Baphomet, Moloch the owl. And then we come back to the United States. So we got all this Illuminati symbolism, MK Ultra, and video with Nicki Minaj, Drake, Lil Wayne called No Frauds. Of course, it's all that subliminal messaging that they're trying to put into everybody. I it's been weird ever since I've been baptized. I've had this like block from being any of that coming in. That's why Jesus works in amazing ways. And China has a new destroyer they tested. Oh, the video that Dabu just did about Operation Gotham Shield. Yeah, I found that his I follow ODD TV, and he just did a video on that. His cuz Hillary. Man, but we're fighting powers which are literally on a level that we cannot physically see, but these powers that they're using with the rituals and the occult magic, because it all comes down to the cult magic. And unless you have a power of your own backing you, you really won't see the truth. In which Yeshua is the light. And then all the it's light versus dark. That's why I have my YouTube profile as that evil, good, and that's what I'm here for, fighting evil, so everybody gets well informed. Hey, what's up, Danny? Old school. Go news. North Korea warns again. Hawaii calls for evacuation plan. I don't know about that. And then we come back to the U.S. Also, we got this massive military convoy also happening in the U.S. And, that's currently in motion right now. Pablo, Colorado. I think what's going on from this right here is they're not telling the troops what they're actually doing, but I believe it's urban warfare training. And I don't think they've told the troops what it was yet. Otherwise, if they were training to possibly kill Americans, they would not do that because it's in their oath. Not, some will go, crooked and disobey the oath, but there will be a lot that won't disobey that oath. What else we got going on? Do you think America's still the land of the home and the free and the brave? I don't. The illusion of choice that they put out there. They think they crafty. They're not crafty. Let's see. Information age just kicking it into high gear. Troops trained in urban warfare already, my friend. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. But, the ones that are really going to wake up is very soon. Bible spoke of a time where information would come into the broad of the source like never before. It was supposed to last days. True. Troops, government agencies, and all kind of police forces, everything, they've been drilling like crazy. No, we're slaves to the feds. Actually, we're slaves to the Illuminati, if you think about it. Who controls the feds? Illuminati. The elite. People who worship the 200 fallen and Satan. That's why, for the longest time, we've had the triangle all-seeing eye on the dollar bill. And if you think about it, go back to after Noah's flood, and if you think about it, Satan has been working because the Nephilim came back after the flood, and they've been working towards this agenda up until now for thousands of years. When you sign that paper, you sign your rights away. Yep, for sure. But yeah, they've been working for this agenda for thousands of years. Ever since Lucifer and his minions got casted down by God on Mount Sermon, which is ironically at 33 degrees north and 30 latitude north and 33 degrees latitude south. And even more ironic, it's bordered by Syria, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, and Israel. If you've seen the video I shared not that long ago about the greater Israel and how all these wars in the Middle Eastern countries have been surrounding Israel. It's to bump up Israel. It's to make Israel bigger and stronger, because when the Antichrist comes, his seat, it says in the Bible, his seat will be in Israel. That's awesome, old school. But yeah, the temple that's being built right now, the third temple, he would place false idols and he would sit in there and worship false gods inside the last temple that's being built, if not already built already. Like, I've looked into it and I've seen the floor plans and everything, but yeah, that's where he's gonna sit. So, they want to make Israel bigger because that's one of the 10 crown kings. Because there's gonna be, when the new order comes, there's gonna be 10 kingdoms of the world. And oh, the big update. Yes, yes. I tagged a whole bunch of people in this. Where is it? Where is it? It wasn't not long ago. Solomon's ring has came to light. Like the Solomon's ring. Where is it? Where is it? I know I tweeted about it. Like, I had it in capital letters. Solomon's ring. Tweeted to Dabu about it. Hold on, maybe I'll find it better in my notifications. Let's find out. Because I tweeted to Dabu and Enter Stars about this. So I need to find this real quick. No, guess I'm not gonna be able to find it like that. But it has Solomon's crest on the ring, and it looks very old. Only if I could find that post. I'll show you all this ring. That's 10 hours ago. Where'd it go? This is really interesting. Like, my tweet is gone. I think they took it down. Like, they deleted my tweet. Yeah. Twitter just censored me about that tweet because it's not in here. And I just did that. You tweeted it? Okay. Well, let's find out. Ah, wait, no, that's something else. Here it is. Yeah, I did tweeted it. You retweeted it. It was from End Times Alert. Solomon's Ring, where he used to control the 70 angels and demons of Goetia. Like there is no other ring like it. Well, you got these other pictures. I don't know. One of these might be the real Solomon's Ring. The other ones, I don't know. But yeah, the 5-pointed star, the pentagram is definitely dealing with demon magic. Awesome. But it goes to show what they've been doing out in those Middle Eastern countries. Getting those artifacts. Sustained information. Yeah, they could try to censor us. But will it work? No, sorry. We will find a way. If there's a will, there's a way. Always a way. Yeshua is the way. God is the way. Yeah, old school. It's because it was crafted to control demons and angels. That's how they built the temples back then. Well, Solomon built the temples back then because they were able to lift the stone and carve the stone. Right, exactly. It's so much has been going on without us knowing. And just lately, ever since like I want to say 2012, everything's just been booming. Like information has just been coming out like daily. We've been finding out about everything from Project Bluebeam to Russia's sleep experiment. And if you want to know what the Russian sleep experiment is, go ahead, look it up. It's very disturbing because basically you turn people into demons. So yeah, that's crazy. Oh yeah, see that's why they've been working on these uh frequency weapons. I've been watching the videos on that. Greyhawk has been kind enough to link them to me, in which I thank you. But I completely believe it. Like it'd be the easiest way for them to get us to fight each other without having to really lift a finger at all. It's sick. It's basically using the natural frequency of our planet and our brains to manipulate us even more. Like they don't already manipulate us enough. No, it's never enough with them. They want absolute control. But there's some things that have to come to pass before that even happens, before they get absolute control. America is the only thing standing in the way. The only country standing in the way of their absolute control. Because we have the power to make it so it won't happen. So in the end, they're going to have to take America out first. That's why America, isn't really mentioned in the Bible of Revelation, except for as the whore of Babylon or the new Babylon. So oh yeah, not only on of those brawls breaking out on Easter, but at the same time we had shootings in multiple different cities all across the country where multiple people died. Coincidence? I think not. I don't believe in coincidence. This is because God, foretold everything. He knew everything is going to happen. Everything's been pre-planned. God knows how it's going to end. He knew how it's going to be, how it began, because he made us. Yeah. It is sad. It's even came down to the point to where the Bibles, like the NIV, for example, is missing 16 verses. God is removed like 400 times. Jesus is removed like 400 times. But yet Satan stays. That those things right there. People got to realize you got to use discernment with what you read. All I read is the King James version. And even the King James version is missing books, like the book of Enoch. It's missing that. Yeah, I know. When they were doing that live stream, Dabu and them were doing that live stream, I was trying to tell them that Alabama thing. He said there was an incident in Florida, start naming off some other states, but he never mentioned Alabama. Yeah. I wouldn't use the cuss words, but yeah. And, the way I'm seeing all this play out is they ironically have a drill to simulate a nuke or EMP the day after the 25th of when the aircraft carriers is really supposed to be there around North Korea. Because I think what they're doing that was a whole ploy. So what the U.S. is doing is he's going to converge all three aircraft carriers on North Korea at the same time. That's why it's such a late date. Oh yeah, and if you want to learn the Book of Enoch, I have a audio version here on my YouTube of the whole Book of Enoch, and it includes text so you can read along. Also, I have the whole book right here on my YouTube. But with the whole aircraft carriers and everything, and then us recently finding out that North Korea has stolen advanced EMP technology from Russia and implemented it in their satellites, which they have two of them, and they pass over the United States quite a bit. And thinking that, oh, it's going to be a drill, but then all of a sudden North Korea EMPs us. The part about the Book of Enoch is uh I don't really get this part, but it talks about how the sun and the moon go through portals. And I really is that them saying goes out of sight? I really don't know. It really don't make sense. But hey, I how I got it on my YouTube page was I mirrored it, so I heard every word of it. Because I haven't read the Book of Enoch, so I wanted to. So I just did that. So that way now everyone else could get the Book of Enoch. I believe audio version is a good version, to really put it in your mind so you pick it up later. See what's going on in the news right now. White House shrugged off any blame of miscommunication about the USS Carl Vision. On the air, Fox News ignores O'Reilly's ouster while competitors pounce. One thing it seems weird to me about this whole situation with O'Reilly is that hours before he was meeting with the Pope, a couple hours before he got fired from Fox News. Something doesn't add up there. They really don't. And look at this puppet standing right here. You ever wonder why he has blonde hair? He's always shaved.
Well, the blonde, I think he dyes his hair. I don't think his hair is originally that color because if you look at older pictures of him, it's like a brown, and it's never usually that bright. Well, if you've seen his penthouse in Trump Tower and how it's decked up gold and it has mirror on the floor, it's above, so below, but it has sun god worship all over it. And I think that's his way of continuing that worship. Just an opinion, observation. If you ever wonder how I find topics for things, all I do is just read the headliner. The headliner, th- these mainstream news media outlets, they're good at putting what they're going to be talking about in the headliner. The wall is not necessary. America's population of undocumented immigrants is in decline. Well, that's pretty much self-explanatory. Let's go back up here to the top. Let's see what else we got. Secret Service restricts public access to southern fence of White House. Tucker Carlson has been tapped to replace Bill O'Reilly in 8 p.m. Eastern slot on Fox News. I wonder what secret occult things you got yourself into, Mr. Tucker. Because most of these mainstream news, they're all into that stuff too. That's why they're going along with the agenda. Enough with inauguration. Inauguration was like forever ago. You got more pressing matters. Let's see. Hey, you know what this reminds me? The journey through the rabbit hole. The walk of truth. Path of truth. That's what it reminds me of. Let's see what y'all been talking about. Oh, I seen that Endgame 5G. You want to know something? I have a 4G. Well, I have a LG G5, so it's 5G backwards, and it's running 4G. I think at the same time, I want to have my phone for when I go off grid because I want to be able to do videos, show everybody what it's like to live, in the woods. It's not as hard as people think, as long as you know how to hunt and fish. It's not that hard. But there's some other things involved with that too. You got to know how to Smoke out your shelter so bugs don't go in there because bugs don't like smoke at all. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Right. You could tell anybody who's a Trump supporter. Yeah. Why ain't Hillary in prison? That's what you should say. Why ain't Hillary in prison? Let's see. Activity spotted at North Korea nuclear test site. Volleyball. Volleyball? Really? You gonna tweet about that? U.S. accuses Iran of alarming provocations. Dang, look at all that water. Do they really need that thing? Doesn't look that deep. I don't know. Yeah, you guys got anything new going on? Anything new you want to share? Yeah. Hillary's his cousin. Yeah, exactly. They're related. That's why Hillary isn't in jail. And honestly, Obama should be in jail. The Bushes should be in jail. They were the real ones who needed to go to Gitmo. Get what they called a cop meat sandwich. I found out by a buddy of mine that that's actually true. That they make the inmates suck on male private parts. It actually does happen. He's an ex-Marine sniper. And now he's a federal marshal in Florida. He's a good buddy of mine. I've known him for years. He gives me the download scoop on what the feds are doing and all that. An instant civil war. Why do you say that, Greyhawk? Why do you say we'll have an instant civil war? Yeah. Honestly, I bet there was a lot of stuff in those emails that could have put Hillary in jail and everyone in Illuminati in jail like 100 times over from the pedophile rings and all that. Well, that's pretty much all I had to really talk about for today. It was nice for you guys to be in here with me. Usually don't get anybody in here. Usually I'm sitting here talking to myself. But this is I do these more for a hangout, and talk about things going on. Oh, people are welcome to join me on a panel if they like. Just gotta let me know. We could have a discussion about things going on, different point of views. No one cares about this dang iceberg. Like seriously. Okay, iceberg lands in Canadian town. Woohoo. Well, it's such a big news. It's another way for them to distract people. Well, not only that, but uh the emails, I know they had links to all the Illuminatis. Yeah, you're more than welcome to get it set up, Greyhawk, and hop on here with me. I'll talk about some recent news when I go live and what's going on and my views on things through what I am seeing compared to what the mainstream's putting out. As you guys know, I'm on Twitter all the time posting, what's going on. There's times where we get into a chat straight on Twitter and we're talking about all different kinds of things. Me and Old School had this one guy, Rob, who just recently woken up, and we uh, helped him get the information to see. Yeah, there's some things that I see that he's following isn't really it's shills, but you know what? He's getting there. He's getting there. It takes a while to actually fully see what's actually going on. Much love, Old School. I'll talk to you later, bro. Well, everything I take in, I go in accordance to my faith. And if my heart don't feel that it's something that needs to be out there, I won't share it. I won't put no energy towards it. Now, if I feel it's something, important now, you know, Greyhawk, I share with Dabu. I share a lot of different stuff with Dabu. You see me tagging Dabu a lot. And some of his videos, he actually does on things that I tag him in because it's just key points that I point out to him. He don't give me credit, but I don't need credit because I'm here for the truth. I'm here to help people go through this reality that the elite and Illuminati have us in, and make people informed of what's really going on. One tweet, one video at a time. But I really don't know how many people are awake out there. Could be thousands, could be hundreds of thousands. Maybe we're up to 1 million by now. But the thing is, even if we're up to 1 million, it ain't gonna make any difference unless we all stand together. Right. Um, like if I see a topic and then I see something else that relates to said topic, I'll go in and I'll uh add it up, see if it has a connection. Anyways, yeah. Have a good night, everybody.